Welcome back to another episode. Hope this week has been treating you all well. This is episode 9 of a 13-part series where I take you through every step of creating an engaging and attention-grabbing nightclub aftermovie/party video. Today we'll be talking about one of my all-time favorite techniques, speed ramping. If you've never heard of it, here are some examples on the screen. But it's essentially when you take a clip that's at normal speed, filmed at a high frame rate like 60 frames per second or 120, then slow that same clip down and speed it back up in your editing program. Speed ramping is my go-to way to add energy, flow, and style into your video while getting the audience through the best parts of the clip really quickly. If you've never done it before, stick around. You're gonna absolutely love it. It's super simple. Now let's jump into Premiere Pro and get started. Starting out, we're gonna take a look at this clip here. What we're gonna do is make this a little bigger so we can see more of the clip by dragging up on this gray bar here. Now, first things first, this was shot in 24 frames per second. So what we're gonna wanna do is click Command R to open up the clip speed duration. You can also find that on the menu by going to speed and duration right there. And I filmed this in 120 frames. So we can take this down to 25%, taking this 7-second clip and making it 25 seconds long. It's insane. So now let's try to find our favorite part. I'm gonna speed it up. Let's say right here, gonna cut away the rest. I like this with all the confetti, the smoke going off, and it's really slow and we'll end there. Now what we wanna do is scroll down to show clip keyframes. So you're gonna click on the menu, go down here. You're gonna go to time remapping, click on speed. Now it's in speed ramping mode. This is what that same clip looks like in the final edit. So slow down and then sped up, slow, speed up. So we're gonna try and do that exact same thing here. Now what we wanna do in order to do that is when we opened up here, you could see this little keyframe popped up. It's normally for the opacity, but we switched it to speed ramp. So what we can do from this point on is drag this up. This is increasing the speed that the clip is gonna play at. And let's do about 800%, 823. This number you really just play around with and something that feels right. Then from this point on, you want to drag these two little playheads apart from each other. And this is going to reveal a little slider. This slider you can move from left to right to make the speed ramp go more smooth. What we can do now is increase this and then make this part a little bigger as well. So now we're increasing the amount of time that it takes to speed up, as you can see from this little graph here. This is what the final clip looks like. We go right into where I pan the camera back, so we're gonna do it like this. It's really just trial and error with speed ramping, and that looks awesome. Now what we can do is pair that, since we're turning from the right to the left, we want to try and find a clip that matches that, and when you combine that with the speed ramp, it looks so good. Let's play out these clips and check out exactly that. Connected right there, pushing forward, keep moving forward. Another variation of this would be to start at normal speed and then use that transition to go slower. This is what it would look like one more time. Normal speed, going down to slower, and then just let the slow motion ride out. There's all kinds of variations with speed ramping, and that's what I love about it so much. You can get really creative with it. By getting creative with speed ramping, I mean including things like continuity and framing. Make sure you're using in-camera transitions, incorporating sound design. These are all things that are going to take your speed ramps to the next level and really differentiate your video from everybody else's. Speaking of which, I've done videos on all those topics plus a lot more in this entire playlist. Like I mentioned earlier, we're on episode 9, but there's a whole 8 episodes before this where we focus specifically on nightclub, nightlife, concerts, and festival style edits / recaps. If we check out the rest of this video and the timeline, you can see all of the parts where I speed ramped. Right here are another 2 examples. So we're gonna let this edit play out on the screen, and we're gonna check out a couple examples of speed ramping together and how I incorporated them into an edit. As you can see right here on the timeline, this signifies speed ramping. So it's approaching right now. Let's see how I utilized it in this edit. There, quick to fast, slow to fast. Little cuts, looks like we're gonna get a speed ramp right here again. fast, slow with the smoke, fast again, fast, slow. So we can see we went fast, slow, we slowed it down to like 58%. Then because we're moving with the camera here, I make a little transition. We move fast to kind of blend the cuts. So fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, slow. And then we just incorporate that throughout the entire edit in parts where we feel like it fits. And then lastly, looking at another couple examples, we have speed ramping here. This is what the shot originally looked like. Pretty standard, normal speed. And this is the shot we went with right there. So let's play that out. Really standard shot, but when we incorporate some speed ramping with it and we make sure the next shot follows the motion with continuity, making sure we're going in the right direction, plus some sound design, the music. Let's check out how that goes. Study hall, bam, right into the crowd. This is a great use. Right here, fast, slow, right to the beat of the song. These are all little things that add to it, just make it so much better. Speed ramping here again. Fast, slow, fast, back into fast, slow, fast. Just keeping up with the pacing. Continuity, if I do speed ramping once, I should speed ramp into another clip. We'll see a couple great examples right here before we finish off this video too. Right there. Amazing examples. And you can signify the speed ramping here because those clips all have the little handlebars and whatnot that you mess around with. This is really all trial and error and messing around. And I mean, these clips like this feel way different from fast into slow and then totally different. So that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed episode 9, make sure to check out the entire series right here and stay tuned for episode 13 where we discuss shot variety and how it can make or break your entire video. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.